The Hebrews lived under the crushing weight of Pharaoh's oppression, forced into hard labor and treated with cruelty. When Pharaoh declared that all Hebrew baby boys must be thrown into the Nile, panic and heartbreak spread through their homes. But in this dark time, one family's faith burned brightly. They refused to surrender to fear, holding on to the belief that God had a plan even in their deepest sorrow. Jochebed, a devoted mother, held her newborn son close, his cries filling the small room. Her heart was heavy with fear, but her faith was stronger. She knew the danger that loomed over her child, yet she also believed that God had a purpose for him. Determined to save him, she began to plan, even as tears of desperation and hope streamed down her face. With trembling hands, Jochebed worked tirelessly, weaving a basket from bulrushes. Each strand she wove was a prayer for her son's safety. She sealed the basket carefully with pitch, ensuring it would float securely on the Nile. Her daughter, Miriam, stood by her side, silently watching her mother's courage and determination to protect her baby brother. The day came when Jochebed could no longer hide her son. With tears in her eyes but unwavering faith, she placed the basket in the Nile River. She whispered a final prayer, asking God to guide the basket and protect her son. As the current carried the basket away, her daughter Miriam followed, determined to see where it would lead. Miriam moved cautiously along the riverbank, her eyes never leaving the basket as it floated downstream. She hid behind tall reeds, her heart pounding with worry and hope. Though still a child, her bravery shone through as she stayed close, ready to act when the moment came. With courage and quick thinking, Miriam stepped out from her hiding place. She approached Pharaoh's daughter and spoke respectfully, offering to find a Hebrew woman to nurse the baby. Her boldness was met with approval, and Pharaoh's daughter agreed, unknowingly setting the stage for Moses to be cared for by his own mother. Through a miraculous turn of events, Jochebed was reunited with her son. Under Pharaoh's protection, she was able to care for him openly while teaching him about his Hebrew heritage. Her faith had been rewarded, and her son's future was now in God's hands. Growing up in Pharaoh's palace, Moses lived a life of privilege and education. But beneath the wealth and power, seeds of his true identity and purpose were planted in his heart, nurtured by the love and faith of his mother. Even as a prince of Egypt, Moses felt drawn to his people's suffering. The foundation laid by his mother's faith and courage began to stir within him, hinting at the role he would one day fulfill as a leader and deliverer. Jochebed's faith and courage left a lasting legacy. Her trust in God's plan not only saved her son, but also prepared him for a destiny that would deliver an entire nation from bondage. Her act of bravery echoed through generations. The story of Jochebed and Moses teaches us that faith and courage can overcome the greatest trials. God's plans are far greater than we can imagine, and when we trust in Him, even the smallest acts of faith can lead to extraordinary outcomes. Thank you for watching. And if you enjoyed it, please leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell for you to be able to notify first as soon as our next video is uploaded. Sokran.